Good morning, guys. It's just me this morning. This is the next day after the last video when we put this fence up. Look who stayed out all night. He was a good boy. We got Dandy right here. She's being a good girl. And Tucker is over there with the goats and with the turkeys. And he's working on being good. He did a pretty good job. I was up late last night and I actually woke up a few times during the night and came out and checked on him and the goats. He did get in trouble once. He was trying to chase a goat one time. But other than that, he was just running his property boundaries and barking at whatever's out there. I think most of the dogs around here barked all night last night. The coyotes or coyotes, whichever one you call it, were very active last night. So that always makes for a noisy night because of the coyotes or the coyotes, and the dogs will bark at them. But other than that, everything went well. We still have some work to do here. We've got to clean up this wire. We still have to put the wiring back up here. Still have to cut that down. That fence is bigger. And just do some cleanup. Got to fill in some holes in here. These dogs are really bad about digging holes, and so we got to get some dirt and fill that in. But that won't be today because it's just me by myself. And I could do it by myself, but why? That would be just really hard work for me to do by myself. So I'm gonna wait for a day when Greg is here. Today he's at work. This is one of those days where he's at work and I'm by myself. But I want to point out this hoodie. I got another one, the LG Homestead in white lettering. I have it in black lettering and I have it in white lettering. The white lettering it shows up better on the darker colors. It's a little bit thicker, and it has an arc on it. The other one was just straight across. This looks better. So go check that out in the description below the video or on my about page. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and open this up this morning and let Caleb and Dandy play together. There's no reason to have him locked up in this one side all day. It's just so that I can let other dogs out here, like my little dogs and Greg's dog. So, but nobody's out here, just Dandy and Caleb, so we're gonna let them play together. For some further updates, the cat has not had kittens. I don't know if she will. I don't know if she's just a fat cat or if she's actually pregnant, but no kittens as of yet. And my laughing rooster started crowing. And it's hard to catch him because he doesn't like doing it in public, but because he just started crowing about a week ago, but now he is he's starting to pick up on it and be a little braver about it, and I got it on video. And this piece right here, remember last video, this was left over and I said I'd find a place for it, and then towards the end of that video, we had a place that we just needed a little piece. This might be that piece, and I'm gonna go find out. Okay, I was taking this piece of fencing back over to where we have the girls' goats, then to see if it was the right size that we needed to fill in that space. And I noticed something that I'm gonna show you real fast. Right here, this is where we walk through and go back behind the shop into the fence, back to the girls section. And look at these tracks. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, that one looks like it's showing up, those. And I do believe those are coon tracks. And that is headed back that way. And it's kind of disturbing because right here are these birds. Back that way are our chickens. We got some back here and the ducks, and we got that big coop over there. Pretty sure those are raccoon tracks. Let me know in the comments if you can see them. I think they showed up on the camera, but if you can see them, let me know if those are raccoon tracks. And yeah, it just keeps on going back through here, and then right here where the ground gets more solid, harder. I can't see the tracks anymore, but they are here. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, leave that fencing there, go ahead, come back here and check on the ducks. I've seen most of the chickens that we have over here with the ducks. They kind of free range because they get out all the time, but I need to check on the ducks. Even though Greg has been out here this morning and fed and watered everybody, it is nighttime. It's dark when he comes out. And he's not real good at noticing one or two missing. So I see 7 ducks right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's the 7. Would you stop it? So I'm gonna come on in here and check and see where the other duck is. Those eggs are still there. I need to get rid of them. Okay, there's 8 here. So all the ducks are here. I counted 4. There's a rooster. I saw there's a hen right there and another rooster. And that other hen has started staying in with the turkeys a lot, so I bet that's where she is. So nobody's gone that I know of yet. But even though these birds hang out over here with the goats, the turkeys, the 2 hens do, they roost right up here on this fence. They come back over here at night and roost on the fence. Usually that rooster's in there. He doesn't usually get out like that, but he has been the last, I don't know, few days or so. And I don't expect that a raccoon would walk right through there in between these birds and the meat birds over there and come to this one where it's harder to get in. He would probably, I would think, want to get the free ones first rather than to have to work for them. So as you can see here, we have a cage, a trap that I have Greg set every night in front of their coop. After he shuts the door, he sets it and baits it with cat food. Now, cat food isn't as tempting as, you know, a full chicken, but it's right there in front of their door. And so I would hope that it would try to get to that cat food before trying to get into the hoop coop. But so far, we haven't had a problem with them. But this is the first time in a little while that I've seen any sign of them. We did a few weeks ago see one up in our tree over there. But it was when they were building the fence over at Mom and Dad's, and there were raccoons out there for sure. And them building the fence probably sent them over this way. But now I've got to do something. I've got to set a trap, not only there, but I've got to come up with another one. Or maybe I should set it here where I see the tracks. What do you guys think? Leave a comment below. Let me know where I need to be setting these traps. Do I need to keep it in front of the hoop coop? And I say the hoop coop because that's the easiest one for them to break into. Those are the biggest birds. They're not gonna get away. They wouldn't get away from a sloth if it came after them. But should I set it here or set it over there? If I could get another one, I definitely will. If I can get another cage, that would be, you know, the plan, so I can have one back here too by the other birds, by the ducks. I need to protect the ducks. But let me know where I should be putting these traps. I've got this over here, I brought this over here, and it does fit because all we needed to do is go from here to that post. The thing is, I'm wondering, and this post is cemented in here, and it was pulled that way, it's warped that way a lot. So I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't cut it off down here and put a T-post here. We want to keep this gate available because so we can get a mower back there, because crazy as it sounds, these goats don't eat everything and we have to get in there and mow sometimes. And so I was thinking about maybe putting a T-post, taking this out, putting a T-post here, closing that up, only using it when we're putting the mower in there. Would you get down, please? Get down. Hey, good boy. Get down. That's a good boy. Okay, so, and then maybe making this smaller one as a gate. What do you guys think about that? And if that's what we do, yeah, I might wait on Greg for that. I don't know yet. What I do know is it's getting hot. It's supposed to get pretty warm today, so I'm gonna be taking this hoodie off, making sure everybody has water. Those turkeys did go back and get on the eggs. That is good. So while I'm out here, over here by the ducks, letting their nasty pool drain so I can fill it back up, I am watching for more signs of raccoons, more tracks and stuff. I don't see anything out there. And I can't right here, right in this area, because the ground is so compact. It's harder to see tracks here. But So I don't know if it got off the trail or if it came through here, completely through here, but it was headed that direction. It could have, you know, went off that way. Who knows? All right, the other day we picked up one of these solar barn lights, and we picked it up from Lowe's. We purchased it. It didn't come from a company. This is not a review, but I'm going to try to set it up by myself and film it. So like I mentioned in the last video, which was yesterday for us, the tripod is broken. I do have it's a tripod and one of the legs broke off, so I'm holding the tripod. So I don't know if I can set it up while I put this together and put it up. We'll see though. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully I can do this by myself and won't have to wait for Greg to get home. I guess that's where the battery is. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. Maybe I should look at the instructions better. This is what I'll attach to the wall. All right, so the plan is to put this light, the solar light, inside the shop, because there, as a lot of you know, we don't have electricity in the shop, and it is like daytime and it's really dark. If I open the other door down there, I would get a little bit more light, and usually that's how we work. But I'm going to put this right up here. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, right there. That's where I want the light. And then we'll put the power source out here. It'll be right here where this line of screws are. And that would, hopefully the goal there is to give us a little bit more light when we come in after work during the day, just for the summertime, or at least until I get electricity out here. So when we get home when I get off work, and by the time I get home, well, usually by the time I get off work, when we get later into the winter, it is already dark when I get off work. And then when I get home, it's like pitch black and we got to take care of the animals. So I'm hoping this light will give us a little bit of light after the darkness to come in and get what we need to take care of the animals. And if this light works okay, and this is about, I think it was like $50. I think that's what I paid for it, somewhere around $50 at Lowe's. And so if it works okay, then I want to get another one and put it out at the big chicken coop, and I want to put one out where the ducks are, and maybe even where the goats are, just out on their shelter, so that we can see when we come home, whether it's me feeding or Greg feeding. And when it gets really, really cold in the winter, we absolutely check on the animals twice a day, check their feed and their water. Both in the summer, in the heat of the summer, and in the really cold parts of the winter, we absolutely 2 times a day come out and check the feed and water. Oh, I gotta go get a battery. I don't want to make it real tight yet, because I want to see if I did it right. That's why I didn't screw it all the way in, because I knew I'd do it wrong. I usually do it wrong the first time. All right, a lot of mistakes were made. First of all, I came out and didn't have a battery on the drill bit. on this thing, whatever you call this. It's not a bit, but what do you call it? I can't even think right now. I'm a drill. So I didn't have a battery on it. Had to go inside, get a battery, and come out and put it on. And then I put the plate up that the light sets in, and I put it around backwards. So I had to fix that. I did not show that. Then I stripped one of the screws, and guys, tell me why they keep sending products with this kind of, where's the camera? With this kind of, I don't know, this kind of screw, this kind of top on it. That strips out real easily. Or at least Greg and I both strip it out real easily. So I had to go get another screw. That means that the solar panel on the other side is gonna be missing one screw. So I really needed to go find one this size. Anyway, I took it out, and that was a chore. And I got a handheld Phillips and screwed that second screw in. Put this on, went on perfect, didn't it? You saw that. And then that little piece that goes on the inside, a little round piece that I screwed up in here so the light bulb will fit, so that it'll hold this on so the light bulb can go on it. I put that on upside down. I put the big end on first, and I kept screwing it. And I thought, golly, this is taking forever. And then it dawns on me, big end's supposed to be on the top, the thicker end's supposed to be on the top. That way it hits the top and it doesn't have to screw on all that much. So I flipped that around, got the light bulb in. Now it is time to put the energy source out here, the panel, the solar panel out here. But I can't find the bits, legit, the bits that I need to drill a hole in there. So I've got to go look for those. When I put that thing in upside down, I did go back out to the handy dandy instructions that I left on the porch of Greg's house and looked at the picture, and it was upside down. And while I was bent over there on the porch looking at the instructions, which I should have paid attention to the first place, I heard some rustling over here to my side, and I look over, and there was a squirrel coming down that path. And so there is no longer a need for you guys to put in the comments whether you think it's a raccoon or not on that path, because it is 100% this squirrel. And I thought, as I was walking back and forth, I thought, you know what, that was kind of a small track. It would have been a small, very small coon. And as the day went on, and I thought more really small coon. But when I saw that squirrel pass, I knew what was going on. I was walking up through here to get to the shop so I can get some feed for the animals, and I almost stepped on this. What is that one? You got a long tail, buddy. Because I don't know what kind it is. I know it's a salamander because of the shape of his head. I don't know anything about him. I'm gonna try to rehome him, but I'm gonna pick him up with a stick. That's what I was getting at. The reason I've got the stick is because I have no idea if any of these are ever poisonous or if they bite. Hang on. No. Come on. I'm trying to save you. You're in a walkway. I know if I get his tail, it'll come off. We don't want that, do we? Man, he looks weird looking when he's crawling through the grass like that. Come on. Maybe if I get something. Well, he's starting to move now. If he'll keep moving that direction, I won't have to bother him. Look how cool that looks, him walking through the grass like that. And I walked up on that and almost stepped on it, but I thought it was a snake. That was my initial thought there, but that's not what that is. Pretty cool looking though. He sees me. Better get behind him again. Okay, move forward. Come on, you gotta keep going. I'm trying to get him over in there somewhere. He's cool looking, man. No, don't drop. I'll be mowing here tomorrow, buddy. You gotta go. You gotta go. Almost there. Almost. You can do it. He's moving now. Yeah, he'll be safer over there because he was right over there in the walkway. It is a little bit later in the day. I had to go to town for Mom, and then I had to pick up Greg from work. But we're back now. He's watering the animals, and I am, well, there you go. I am back on trying to put this light up. But I'm gonna show him these tracks and see what his thoughts are. At least his initial thoughts. Come here, I wanna show you something. Look, did you mess it up? You probably did. Look at all this walking you did. Look, right there. There? Yeah, what is it? Raccoon. Look at it. Huh? Look at that up there. That's better. You haven't walked on that. Is it?
Maybe.
What?
Maybe.
What do you look at the camera? What do you think it is?
Maybe a raccoon.
Big or little?
Small.
Small?
Maybe.
Have you ever thought about maybe a squirrel?
Oh. Maybe.
That's what it is.
It could be a squirrel.
I thought it was a raccoon too.
But it would be a baby raccoon.
I know.
Because there's one paw print right there.
But I actually saw it. Okay, I got it up here. The problem that I'm having is, well, there was a lot of problems in getting this up here. But I've got all this here. This does not detach from here. You can plug it in and take it out of the light inside, but not from here. And that leaves a lot of cord. So I guess what we're going to do is pull this cord on the inside and tie it up on the inside so it isn't hanging out here. Sound good?
Or we could just wrap it to the sensor.
Why? Could. Or we could take it through here, wrap it on the inside like this. Whichever Greg wants to do, Greg can do.
Hey.
Yeah, I put it up. Look, we got light. Look. Hold on. Let me get in.
We got light.
No, we got light. You gonna turn it on? See? There's light. And that's why I put it that close, because there is a button on there. Or you can unplug it. It's got a charge. It works though. I've just put it up.
For right here.
Look, when it's dark outside and you come in and there's no light at all, you're going to be glad to have that.
I have a flashlight normally.
Okay, but then don't use that. I'll use it. Just ungrateful. Anyway, I am grateful to have it. I think it's going to work. It does need to charge. I just took it out of the box. I think it'll work. And if it does, if it stays on long enough to be worth $50, I'm going to get a few more and put them like in the big chicken run, and probably over the ducks thing, and over there with the goats maybe. I don't know yet, because they are $50 a piece. Now we're starting to get on up there. But if it works like I want it to, or think it will, I'm definitely going to get a couple more. So the friend of mine that has the rest of the cows out here, the bull and some cows and calves, they are on their way over here to drop off some hay. So I'm really happy to finally start getting hay here, because I was really getting concerned that we weren't going to get it. The guy that we were going to buy from actually sold the hay. He knew we wanted some and he sold it. I don't know why he did that, but anyway, he's got more now, and we've got some coming.